Hello. Today we're going to talk a little bit about searching the ERIC database. One of the things that we're used to in life is searching in Google. We have one search box, we throw in a question or a search string, and we get answers back, which is great. But the databases that we have provided here at Medaya, the academic databases, tend to be searched a little bit differently. We don't want to just put a question in the search string. We want to kind of identify what our key topics are and search on keywords versus on just a phrase. So today we're going to look at ERIC. So I'm going to go back to the Articles and Electronic Databases and select that tab. And then I'm going to go to Databases by Subject and select the one for Education. When I get to Education, I'm going to select the link for ERIC, and I will be in the ERIC database. Here we are. We see that we have three search boxes, 1, 2, 3. There's an AND here and a select a field. The AND will either narrow your search down, or you can use that drop down and it will expand your search with an OR. The select a field, if you want to be very specific, you can use the select a field and limit it. If we're just doing keyword searching, we can just leave it as optional. But if we were searching for a specific author, we might want to use that select a field. Down here, you can see a number of different things. You can limit it to full text. You can limit it to peer-reviewed, month published, types of education level, intended audience, etc. A lot of different ways to limit your search before you start, or you can jump right in and do a search. Today, I'm going to do a quick search because I want to find out how technology influences project-based learning in a K-8 environment. So instead of putting in just a big, long question that says, how does technology influence project-based learning in a K-8 environment, I need to pick out my keywords. So the first one's going to be project-based learning. So I enter that on the first line, project-based learning, and hit the search key. I have 19,000 results just for project-based learning. Now again, I want to link that through with technology, and I want to link that through K-8 education. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my second line and add another search term. So my search term in here is technology, and I'll hit search, and instead of the 19,000 results, I have about 6,000 results. Again, getting a little bit closer to what I'm looking for. Now I want to take out higher education and maybe high school. I want just K-8. And you can see here I added K-8, and I used an or middle school, or elementary. Not everybody refers to it as K-8. Some people still refer to it as middle school or elementary. So we want to just make sure that we kind of are a little bit more inclusive. And that's what the OR does in that search string. And now I have 1,708 results. Looking down on the left-hand side of the screen, I can limit this a couple of other ways. I can limit it to just peer review. I can limit it to full text. I can limit it to reports or ERIC documents or academic journals as well. So in this case, maybe I need it from an academic journal within the last 5 years. So I can limit to academic journals and change my date to just 2015 to 2020. And over here you see there's academic journals, there's reports, there's requests through interlibrary loan. We'll talk about that in a little bit. There's full text from ERIC, etc. A lot of different things once we get into the database. So I made my limits, and now I'm going to search again. And now I have 261 results. So I've gone from 19,000 results for just project-based learning. I narrowed it down to technology and K-8, limited to just scholarly journals that were published within the last 5 years. And now I have 261 results. So as I scroll through these, hopefully I'm able to find one or two that are right on target to what I'm looking for. And then once I do, I could select that article and be able to read it. So I scroll down through and you'll see some of them are requests through interlibrary loan. Again, full text finder. Some will be full text, so some different things. But you see this here is limited to peer review 2015 to 2020. And so I select one that says Learning by Experience in a Standardized Testing Culture, Investigation of a Middle School Experiential Learning Program. Experiential Learning Program. So you see here, that's the title. Here are the authors. The source was the Journal of Experiential Education, Volume 40, Number 1. The pages, March 2017, etc. And as I scroll down through this page, I get the abstract of the article. I get the number of pages, the education level. You see middle school there, grade 7. So again, this is the way to kind of understand what my article is and get that little more detail from that detailed citation. Over on the right-hand side, you can see I could save it to a Google Drive. I could print that out. I could email it to myself, or if I'm working in a group, to the group. I can export it out to a citation manager, something like Zotero or Mendeley. And there's also a citation button in there. Just be warned, if I were to click on that citation button, the APA style, you see here it's first letter capitalized in each word, and I know that APA is actually first letter capitalized on the title, and the rest are lowercase, except after the punctuation in there. So you just have to go back through and double check that against what the reference is supposed to look like. Again, I could click on the full text PDF, and now I can print that article out or read that article online. I could download that article if I wanted to. I could save it, I can read it, etc. So again, that's the next part of doing your research, is reading and understanding and synthesizing. This is just the research part. And then I can click back on the searches. I can go back, and then I can scroll back through and find another article and continue on my research. And again, that's kind of searching in the ERIC database. In some other tutorials, we'll talk about searching in the ProQuest database, and we'll also talk about some other things related to interlibrary loan, etc. Thank you.